Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowles Central. Doing another another mental health discussion video for you today. The topic today is what I want you to know about me, or what I want you to know about schizophrenia, or what I want you to know about my schizophrenia. This isn't really about me so much as what I can imagine what most people who suffer from similar conditions to me, or my condition exactly, might want people out there to know. I'm not trying to speak for everybody. I'm trying to speak for the general experience here, and there's a lot of misunderstanding. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of kind of cultural misappropriation and cliches, jokes, humor, quote unquote, about serious mental illness, but specifically things like schizophrenia. First of all, one of the things I notice is that when people say schizophrenia, a lot of the time they mean bipolar. I notice that a lot. Like you see it in movies, or you see it on TV, or just in discussion with people where someone says, yeah, I had a very schizophrenic day that day. They mean bipolar. So that right there tells you what they're talking about. They're saying it was an up and down thing. It was a good and bad thing. It was a crazy and calm thing. It was a boring and not boring thing, right? It was bipolar. That tells you right there that not everybody understands that schizophrenia is not about... it's not really about a fracturing of experience so much as it is it's kind of a loosening or a fracturing of reality for a person. The bipolar experience, I have schizoaffective disorder, bipolar type. So I know about the bipolar too, because schizoaffective disorder is basically schizophrenia, except that it has an extra emotional component. So there's either the depression type, the depressive type, or the bipolar type, okay? So I do both things fluently, not fluidly. So what I mean is the fracturing of the ability to understand or accept or experience reality as everyone else does, properly. Okay? That's kind of the essence of this diagnosis, of this illness. And so what it means is that so much of the stigma and so much of the misunderstanding is fear-based. I notice a lot of people are very, very frightened of schizophrenia. A lot of people are very, very frightened of schizophrenics. Yeah, people who suffer from that old schizophrenic thing. And it's because it can be a dangerous illness. Specifically in my case, it did become a dangerous illness during the height of my episode. My psychotic. It was more than an episode. It lasted a few years, but. I hurt my wife in a car incident because I was hallucinating that day, and I was delusional that day, and I thought she was trying to kill me, so I was trying to get away from her. And she I don't want to go through the whole thing because it bums me out to think about it, and I've been through it before. But basically, there was a car accident. She's still with me, by the way, if you don't know that. She's still my wife. We're still very happy. We're good. But this was a troubling time in my life. This happened about 8 years ago. So it's not like that people who say or are worried about schizophrenia, you show up to a dinner party and say, oh, sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying. I was listening to the voices in my head. Yeah. So that kind of thing, you can't really divulge it to people so much unless you have adequately prepared them. It helps if you can speak about it intelligently rather than just kind of experientially or emotionally, and how frightening and how horrifying, and because it can be that, definitely. Mostly I want people to know about us that we're just people. Yes, there are elements of this disease that can get dangerous. Disorder, I guess I shouldn't say disease. But I think that you'll find the more people I meet with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder, I think that you'll find the voice hearing, the hallucinatory states, the delusional states, the jumbled speaking, the jumbled thoughts, the disorganized way that they conduct their lives or take care of themselves. You must understand that it's a victimization thing. I don't like to use the word victim because it implies helplessness. You're not totally helpless with this. But you are a victim of this mental disorder, whatever its true nature actually is, because it's kind of a mysterious thing as well as being a very real, very present thing. I believe it's about 3 to 5% of the global population that suffers from schizophrenia, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. It's millions of people. And so I won't say don't approach people like me with caution if you feel you must. I won't say anything about that, because that's kind of a your mileage varies thing. If you feel comfortable engaging with someone, or you must engage with someone, or you have someone in your family, or you are starting to exhibit symptoms, you need to understand that it's an off-putting thing for a lot of people. It's a scary thing for a lot of people. Not everybody's going to be able to deal with it. So I'd like to soften soften the blow of that for both sides. As a schizophrenic, you need to know that you might lose some things. People, opportunities, jobs, housing. But also as someone who does not suffer from this, or who does not understand it, or has never met someone like this, and all they have is the movies and TV, it's not exactly what you think it is. It's not exactly just some raving lunatic, stalking around outside your door during a full moon, talking to people who aren't there with a knife in his hand or something like. It's not like that. It's scarier for us than it is for you. That's maybe the essence of what I'm trying to say here. Whatever it looks like on the outside, and the person's just not making sense. On the inside, it's 10 times, 100 times scarier. It's brutal sometimes, it's strange, it's funny sometimes. There's humorous things that happen that shouldn't be happening. It's very, sometimes it revs up your emotions in a way that you're not expecting. It plays a lot of havoc with your entire experience, because, reality, our perception, we are perceptive beings. That's all we are. We're sensing, feeling things. We are, we are a soul, I guess, if you want to get that way about it. But physically, we're bodies, and these bodies are designed to sense stuff. So when you come across a disorder in which your senses are askew, especially your rational senses, mostly your rational senses, reality is gone. We don't understand reality without sensing it. It doesn't exist unless we sense it. So it's gone. Normal reality is just gone. That's frightening. And you're not yourself. You don't understand why. Half the time it doesn't even seem strange to you. And that's kind of the rub. It doesn't seem that strange, but it seems really strange. It sort of seems like it ought to be this way, and it absolutely shouldn't be this way. It's a trip. It's awful. Maybe not all the time, but during the worst of it, it's bad. It sucks. That's what I want you to know. This is a suffering thing. This is not a scary thing in the sense that it's dangerous at all times. It can get dangerous. I got dangerous. And I did other things. I ruined friendships with really strange phone calls and contacting them, and lost all my job opportunities, all my career opportunities, lost my home. I owned a home. And I don't bemoan myself those things now. Sometimes, if I'm being honest, I miss those things, those people, and those places and stuff. But I'm here. And, reality gives you ample opportunities to grow, to struggle, but to come out the other side. And that's kind of the essence of God. God, reality, reality, God. So, I guess I just want people to know I'm not scary. I'm not a threat. I'm not going to hurt you. I just get confused sometimes. Less so for me now, because I kind of have been on the improvement recovery track for a long time, because I've been able to, because I haven't had a relapse. But that's not the case for everybody, and some people have really desperate situations because of it, and I don't want there to be extra fear where there oughtn't be, where there doesn't need to be. We're people. We're human beings. We struggle. You struggle. You know what that's like. We just struggle in different ways. Maybe more intense ways. But we love. We're capable of caring. We're capable of sharing. We're capable of all that stuff. So be kind. Rewind. Your nearest schizophrenic. Put your finger in the little hole on the tape. Just kind of. That's for the old people out there. All right, then. I'll catch you next time on the mental health discussion video things. This is Jeff Bowles Central. I am Jeff Bowles. I make music, and I make mental health videos, and I make video game videos, and we all kind of gel together in a strange way that is Jeff Bowles Central. Please like and subscribe, and check out more videos if you're so inclined. And be well out there, all right? Getting into December. Oh boy, it's that season. Okay. Talk to you later, babies. Talk to you later, people. Bye.
Pretend to be the man who cares about a single thing, apart from touching me and gladly taking all the blame. I'd sell my soul just to tear you from my brain. She said you're dead to me, just dead to me.